Playing on iPhone?
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, let me know if you guys can hear me. Let me know if you guys can hear me well, or if the volume's too loud. Just trying to be, just trying to sound better through the stream so you guys can hear me well. Yeah, I think it may be good. Damn, I look tired. I look tired. It's cause I am tired. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just kind of woke up. Just rolled out of my bed. That's why my bed isn't made. And you know what I mean? I just hopped on stream because I felt like this was a long time coming. I did mention to you guys that I was planning a talk with you guys on a certain situation and a certain lesson that I just recently learned uh, through my life, and it's going to be continuous lessons and continuous moments that shape who I am moving forward and being on this journey that I'm trying to accomplish of being this, being the man that I want to be, of just being better. That's all I can say. Just being better than who I am right now. And I could list off many things. I can list off a lot of things of like who I want to be and what I want to be, but I got to think about now, and I got to think in the present term, and I got to be accountable to who I am right now, and I got to be better you know than him tomorrow. You know what I mean? So yeah. So I'm gonna talk for a little bit about a situation. I'm not gonna go too in depth. I feel like I will go in depth when it matters, when it's really important to me, and when I get the opportunity again. So you guys see me on stream, and I was talking many times about this thing that was very important to me, and you can see doubts in my head. You can see the usual overthinking and procrastination filling my mind, as even on the streams of me talking. I'm not, I always say this, but I'm not a perfect representative, but I'm always trying every single day to do something better and to follow this code to be a successful man. and to be, the best me I can be. So this situation, this situation. Let me take a sip of water before I really get into it. You know, it was serious when I just kind of came in with no shirt, and yeah. So yeah, um, I know the title. It's that I failed, and now what? What's next? And you guys are pretty much asking, what did I fail at? I failed at I failed at a lot of different things, and this can go through my life. This can go through situations that I thought I was better at, and I overestimated the finish line, and I failed. You know, one of the main things I do is fail, and that's normal. It's normal to fail, and it's normal to fall down and get back up and to go again. Most of the time, failure is just one of the biggest heartbreaks of all time, and you don't know how to bounce back from it. You don't know how to defeat it, because you can't. It is a defeat within itself. You're feeling the defeat, and it's there, and it happened, and you can't do nothing about it. But the thing is, you kind of can do something about it. The feeling and the situation of whatever happened, it's there. It's there. It's stuck. It's gonna be there. It's gonna be stuck to you like it's gonna be stuck to you like, I don't know, sticky gum, in your hair or something like that. It's gonna be there for a while. The only thing you can do is, I guess, cut it off and try to move forward, try to be better, try to be different. And yeah, so to go back to my situation, um, I don't know if that made sense. I don't know if that made sense, but I'm trying to do it in the best way possible. Trying to explain it in the best way possible. Um, Basically, with my situation, I had a lot of people depended on me, a lot of people who had faith in me, a lot of people who looked at me and was like, Jay can do this. Jay got this. I have trust in Jay. And for me, it was something to elevate me, something to make me better, give me a stable life, and give me a better life than what I'm living right now. And it would have gave me change. It would have gave me even more discipline. And it would have gave me a whole new adventure. It would have been, it could have been one of the best things that happened to me. For a long, long time, I've been super stuck. I've been stuck for the last 4 years of my life, and not even in a bad way. Not saying that I'm not doing anything with my life to progress, but it kind of feels like that in a way. Still young, still a young adult, living in this world, figuring out his steps, figuring out what to do next, figuring out how to, like I said, how to be this man in this humongous world. Not follow the ordinary, not follow the normal, and try to be different. That's what I've always thought about. And procrastination and overthinking has just taken that to another level. And we talked about this in a stream before. That's why feeling stuck is probably one of the worst things. Feeling comfort is one of the worst things that you need to break out of, and you don't need it to let it control you, because so much, like, time will fly by you like this, man, instantly, you know? And I'm talking like I'm 50 years old. I'm still young, guys. I'm definitely still young, but there's people out there that are examples of this, who've just who just let things go by and let things pass, and it's sad. Not saying their life is sad, but saying more of the situation and what they want in life is sad. It's sad meaning they hoped for better and they hoped for bigger, and life crumbled them down, and failure came, and it made them not want to change and feel comfortable in the spot that they're in. And that's what happened with me. I failed, man, I failed a lot of times throughout my life. I failed a lot of times throughout my life. And I know what you're saying. It's pretty funny considering my slogan and my motto being born to win, but it's never been about winning. It's never been about just winning. Being born to win, I get it. I get how it sounds. Being born to win is not about winning. It's about getting up when it's hard, getting up after loss. When you're at ground zero and you feel like you can't get up, overthinking everything, stagnation. It's when you get up and you try to win. It's when you try to win. Trying. That's the biggest difference in this. Trying, at least trying. And if you fail again, man, that's okay. Go ahead and try again. I know it hurts. I know it hurts, man. I'm experiencing it right now. You know what I mean? I'm definitely experiencing it right now. Failure. And getting, I wish I can talk to you guys and really explain how I'm feeling about this whole certain issue, but I don't want to expose any logistics of what's going on, and I want to express it when it's going to become official. Nothing's happening with the channel. Nothing's happening with me here on the channel. Nothing's going to change. I'm still going to be here every single day, so no need to worry about that. This is about this is about my life outside of this. This right here is a hobby for me. This is one of man, you don't understand. You guys don't understand how grateful I am to be on here, to be talking with y'all every single day. It's it's made me a better man, and I'm becoming better every single day because of it. Because I can talk about my feelings and express how I feel rather than being stuck and keeping that thought in my brain and just not moving anywhere about it. To further explain the issue that I was that happened, I had a lot of people depending on me. A lot of people knew about this issue. I stayed stuck for a while. So the expectation of me wasn't so high already. Maybe I'm a good kid. Maybe I'm a good person, and I have great intentions at hand, and I'm a nice kid and stuff like that. And through all of that, improvement did happen, and it was shown. It just needed to be shown in a different way, in a big way. And that big way was definitely coming up. It was coming up, and it would have changed my life to how it is right now. And if you guys really want me to be honest, it's not necessarily something I want to do. It's not something I want to do, but it's something that would have made me better, you know? But I was reckless. The main thing that was in my head was I'm doing this for the people that care for me. The people that care for me and the people that think about me and the people that have me in their thoughts of Jay's gonna do this. Jay's gonna do this. Jay can do this. I believe in Jay. And I felt like I let them down because of my selfishness and not wanting to do it. It doesn't matter about not wanting to do it. It's, you know, it's about the now to think about the later. You know what I mean? Like, ultimately, this right here is what I love. This is what I love to do. But I'm not at a point in my life where I can just be here every single day I mean, I can't be here every single day. I'm saying like in the sense of this is all I do and this is all I ever do. This is a small fraction within my day through through everything else I do within the day. Once I get off of here, I'm doing a whole bunch of stuff that I really don't talk about on stream. And I will talk about it with you guys soon. I have an idea for that. I have a plan, and I'll be super transparent with you guys, and I'll be yeah, I'll be super transparent with you guys. It's gonna be a good one. Um, it's gonna be a good idea. So yeah, to really just say it, I failed. To really just say it, I failed a lot of people. I failed myself. I failed, you know, I failed an area. Um, it would make sense when I talk about it, but yeah, guys, definitely feeling it. And even just talking about it, it's gut wrenching. It's gut wrenching because I don't want to feel this feeling no more. Nobody does, but it's gonna be inevitable, and it's gonna happen. You know, throughout my life, I always hid away. I always just stayed isolated from the problems. You know, when a problem came, I hid away, man, and I didn't want to confront it face on because it was just too much. It was just too much. People don't want to confront their problems. I'm an example. But right now, I'm doing something different with everything I'm doing. And that's thanks to you guys. Thanks to this. Thanks to these streams. Thanks to what I'm doing here. It may not be humongous to you, but it's humongous to me. It doesn't matter who's in here. It doesn't matter what I'm doing. It doesn't matter how I'm doing it. You know, it's just improving my life in different ways. You know, I'm doing something that I always wanted to do. I'm moving forward in something that I actually I actually appreciate. You know, for a while I just felt like for a while in my life I just felt like I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy because all I thought about was making it to the top, not thinking about the present and thinking about setting up everybody around me. That's all I thought about. I was upset. I'm still obsessed with it. I'm still obsessed with it. It's in my brain forever. But the more and more I do these things, the more in time I talk, the more time I watch these videos, the more time I'm on Omegle, the more time I'm in IRL doing gym videos. It's the more time I'm present with myself and I'm feeling everything that's going on in the moment. Enough about me. Enough about what I did. But I will say I'm here to confront myself. Here to keep myself accountable. Here to tell myself, you know, you might have failed, but it's not over. Because one thing has happened throughout my life, even if I failed many times. And it's that I'm still here and I'm still standing. And I'm not backing up from the problem or the issues. You know what I mean? I'm definitely not stopping. I'm not quitting. Other times I felt like maybe I've quit in different ways. You know, I definitely failed and quit, but not today. Not right now. I'm not. It's not right. It's not in my mind at all. And I'm ready to move forward. I'm ready to win. I'm ready to be born to win. That's all I ever think about. That's my mindset. That's my motto. That's my way. Being born to win. Being born to win. You know, it's a mindset, not a slogan. That's how I move. It's not about being born to win. It's about getting up when it's hard. When you're at ground zero and you can't get up and everything's, you feel like the whole world's against you, you get up and you try to win. You try to be born to win. And that's what I plan to do. And for you guys, all I have to say is, yeah, don't give up on yourself. Don't take failure for what it is. It doesn't mean it's over. It doesn't mean you're done. Go ahead and go get it. If you want it, go get it, man. If this is what you want to do, go get it. And if it's important to you, go get it. If people are depending on you and now they doubt you and now everyone's talking about you and now you got the whole world against you and they're like, "Oh, now he can't do it." Doesn't matter what they think. It matters what you think. And you go for it. I wrote some stuff down. So I'm going to read from it. I've been thinking about failure lately. I've been thinking about failure lately. Not the kind of failure where everything is over. The kind of failure that makes you sit in your room and question yourself. The kind that makes you wonder if you're capable as you thought you were. I think everyone has this image of themselves in their head. We imagine where we'll be in a year, 5 years, 10 years. We picture ourselves accomplishing things, reaching goals, becoming the person we want to become. Then one day reality hits and reminds us that we're not there at all. The feeling is hard to describe. It's disappointing. It's frustrating. Sometimes it's embarrassing. Sometimes it makes you feel like you're falling behind while everyone else is moving forward. The truth is, I think a lot of people are just carrying that feeling within themselves right now. They just don't want to talk about it. Even social media makes it look like everybody's winning, everybody's succeeding, everyone has life figured out. But behind closed doors, there are people struggling, they're doubting themselves, and they're wondering if they're ever going to make it. I realized something though. Failure doesn't come, failure doesn't always mean that you lost. Sometimes failure is just information. Sometimes it's life showing you where the gap between where you are and where you want to be. That gap hurts, but at least now you can see it. The worst thing, the worst thing isn't failing. The worst thing is lying to yourself and pretending you're somewhere you're not. I've been humbled recently, and honestly, maybe I needed it. Maybe I needed this reminder that I still have work to do. Maybe I needed a reminder that wanting something and being ready for something aren't always the same thing. What matters now isn't what happened. What matters is what happens next. Anyone can be motivated when things aren't going well. I mean, Anybody can be motivated when things are going well. The real test is what you do when you're disappointed. What you do when you don't get the outcome you wanted. What you do when you feel like you're not enough. Because that's the moment that defines people, not the win, the response to loss. And right now, I'm choosing to keep moving forward. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I'm gonna be keep moving forward, y'all. And I don't know if you're watching this and you relate to what I'm saying, and you feel like you failed to no point of returning. I promise you, you can get back up and you can try again. BTW. That's the born to win mindset. Keep that within your brain. You know that you're destined to do more. You're destined to do more. You're special. It doesn't matter what others are saying about you or what you think about yourself. If you're so passionate about something and you feel so strongly about it, then you go ahead and go get it. You know what I mean? Go ahead and go get it. Don't let nothing stop you. And I feel like I want to talk about something else too. I want to talk about God. I want to talk about Jesus. I'm very I forgot what it's called. Lukewarm. I think it's called lukewarm. I'm definitely a lukewarm Christian or whatever it is. I'm lukewarm religious in my faith with God, and I definitely want to get closer. I definitely want to give Him grace and everything that He's done for me and everything that He's given me, because this is all Him. Everything, every day I'm walking in His path, and it's about the decisions that I make that make a difference. But everything that He's led in my path is because of Him, and I feel like this situation has showed me that He's showed me basically he showed me that I have I have to I have to I have to do more. I have to be at this level and no looking back. I have to I just have to work hard for what I want. I have to work hard with everything that I have. Work hard. If I want to work hard with this, I got to work hard with everything else too. If I really want to become this person, I got to do everything in my power to become that person. And that's with resilience and strength and consistency and effort. So yeah, God is super important. Keep Jesus in your life. He's the Almighty. He gave us all this time to really think and contemplate with yourself and forgive yourself to go back to Him. And you should go back to Him if you haven't. And it's okay if you feel like you're not enough to go back to Him. He died for our sins for that fact, and making us, you know, for us to make mistakes, for us to fall, and for us to sin and all of that, and etc. And it's very important. He's a very important man, and I think everyone should really keep him in your life and everything you do, because you'll feel more aligned and you'll feel way more better, with him in your corner, with and trusting him in his decision with life, you know. So yeah, guys, I might have failed. I might have disappointed some people. I might have created a reputation for myself, but it doesn't mean I'm done. Doesn't mean I believe those people. I don't care what those people say, and I'll make it up to myself. I'll make it up to myself. I'll make it up to myself and God, to all the people, to show that I can do it, that I am worth more. So yeah, man. Sorry. I feel like I'm always just all over the place with how I speak. But yeah, if you failed, it's okay. Go ahead and go get it. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate you guys for coming through. I will be back tomorrow. This is not the stream I originally planned, but things happen, things come through, and yeah. So, as for what's next, we'll see. But I know how I'm gonna approach it this time. Thank you guys so much, man. Appreciate y'all so much. I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for you know even clicking in and just supporting me. I really do appreciate it. Like I appreciate it more than how I sound, how my tone sounds, but Thank you guys so much, man.